one knows. Everyone can tell you they know how you feel, they can say whatever they want, but unless a parent has lost their child, they absolutely don't know how you feel, and we don't want anyone to know how we feel. It's pretty certain that acetaminophen was the cause of death, and I think a lot of people don't realize that acetaminophen is fatal. And while we were, you know, when someone dies of something in this nature, she was 19 years old Friday, perfectly healthy girl, Monday afternoon, she's dead. I've always understood acetaminophen to be one of the most milder forms of pain reliever and the safest form of pain reliever. You know, I myself take it. You know, I had to go back to my hotel room on Monday and look at my Tylenol bottle with a raging headache and say, you know, what do I do?
So we might basically recommend that you should have no more than about 2 grams of Tylenol at any one time in 24 hours. Now, if you've had a toothache, and you all know what a toothache is, it's very pesty. We tend to take more Tylenol out of desperation than we should. If we then take along and we're really tired, we feel we're having a cold, because we're now feeling bad because we've taken a lot of Tylenol, we may go along and take another product that has, and I don't want to use the commercial name for it, but they may actually have alcohol in it. If you all look at some of our cold medications, there's actually alcohol in the medication. That enough alcohol, even though that's not enough to get anybody in any way drunk, is enough in the liver that already has Tylenol to switch the Tylenol from its normal way of process, which is very safe, to an abnormal way of being processed, because alcohol will then go in and dominate that particular process. And so Tylenol then produces a metabolite. Acetaminophen produces a metabolite that then becomes toxic to the liver. And then you get a spiraling effect. The sicker your liver gets, the more Tylenol is not metabolized, and then you get this whole process. Toothaches can be very pesty. And if you've ever had one, and if you're a busy teenager, I'm running around, I'm running a band, I'm in school, I don't have time to be sick. And the truth is, you do have time to be sick.
And I think it's very important, the message is, we're not saying acetaminophen is a very dangerous. I mean, it's very common use, actually. More than 40 million people use it every year. I use it, I mean, probably everybody of you use it. But the message is to be careful about the doses that you use, and also the combination with other toxic factor for the liver. Because as Dr. Wright mentioned, even if you use adequate dosage, if you add a little bit of extra, even small amount of alcohol, can be extremely dangerous to the liver. And that's the reason we wanted to bring this to the public, because everybody knows what happened on college campuses, etc., with young people. So we want to make sure that young people understand these risks and try to avoid them. So I hope the message will be that that this tragic case here will serve to help others avoid the same problem.